Hi everyone, welcome to Juju's Collectibles Corner, and today I am going to open up some Marvel Ultimate Endgame blind bags. Yes, I do know there is an issue with damaged comics in these blind bags, but I wanted to get some and open them and just see what may come. From what I have been reading, about 98% of the print run was damaged somehow by Marvel. So a lot of people are assuming that it was Penguin because of their distribution, packing, and stuff like that. But from everything that I've been reading, a lot of the comic book shop owners that are in the Marvel groups, they're in the comic book groups that I'm on Facebook, saying they're saying that they got their stuff perfectly packed. I mean, everything looked great. It was when it's Marvel. Pretty much it comes down to, it looks like there was an issue with the printing by Marvel for this comic book, which is, it sucks because I mean everybody was like, looking forward to this, but who knows? And from what I've heard right now, Marvel hasn't officially come out with anything that they're going to do about it. So at the time of this recording, nothing that I know of has been officially been announced by them. So that could change. Who knows? What I will say is I did pick up four. One, two, three, four of them. Right here. I am going to open them. You guys will get to see what I get. You'll also get to see what damages I get. I've seen some pictures on Facebook where, like, the one guy, complete rip on the corner on one of his books. Like the total, it wasn't even folded or anything. It was completely ripped at the top corner. So I don't know how that happens in a print run unless somebody purposely did it. I say I don't want to start any conspiracy theories, but I'm sure some have. But who knows? Maybe someone decided that, they didn't want to see this book, so they went and said, screw all the comic book collectors, and I'm going to damage them. I doubt that happened though. I'm just having fun with that. I will say though, my comic book shop, the one that I go to, it's called Rebel Base Comics and Toys in Charlotte, and they were really cool about this, and knowing the issue that there is with these books. They were telling everybody, as long as you are in the store, you can open them before you pay for them. And if any of the books that are in those bags are damaged, they will take them back and you don't have to buy them. Now, if you decide that the damage was minimal for you, then you had the option to keep them, to pay for them, pretty much. I know while I was in the shop this afternoon, one guy was in there opening up his bags. I want to say he had, I don't know how many he had, maybe 10, could have been less, but he ended up pulling the 1 in 50 peach variant, which had a spine tick on it, but it was a small one, so it wasn't, it definitely wouldn't be, definitely not near mint. It wouldn't get a 9.8. He also got the black and white Scotty Young variant, which is a 1 in 100, which looked really good. So, and I don't know if, like, being that they're blind bags, nobody's supposed to know what's in these things. So who knows how many 1 in 50s and how many 1 in 100s are sitting in a case. So depending on, that could have been it for that case that they got. Who knows? So I'm going to open up what I've got. So I'm going to open up each one and I will show you what I get. I don't know what will come out of these. It's like I have no idea what I'm going to get. Just like everybody else. And just my luck, I probably get the worst ones. Although I do love that new comic book smell. Oh, that's so nice. This is what I got out of the first bag. So there we go. Now I will say, I see a tick. Yeah, I see it right there. There's a couple ticks on the spine. I can feel it all up and down the spine. I don't know if you can see right in here. At least there's no rips, you know. So that's good. Yeah, for my collection, that's I'm okay with it. You know, I wouldn't, if I were to try and resell this on eBay, I would definitely not sell it as near mint because it is not. Put that over there. All right, so that was the bag. That was bag one. All right, we're gonna open up the second bag. New comic smell. Gotta love it. Something I probably should have gone over with you before I did this though, and I apologize. So if you look on the back, it'll give you the list of all the variant covers, and who did them. So you have the Ultimate Endgame True Believers blind bag. Contains one copy of Ultimate Endgame #1 with one of the following covers. All right, so we're opening up second bag. And if you hear any loud bangs, that's because somebody is lighting off fireworks still. Now, let's see. Alrighty. Well, this one is definitely not the main cover. I'm going to take a look. Let's see what we got here. So let me look and see which is it's a pretty cool looking one. I will say that. So this is the Dan. I'm gonna probably pronounce his last name wrong. Dan Panacea variant. Very cool looking. I really like this book. That's very nice. Now I'm going to take a look and see. I'm going to take a look and see how bad. I got one spine tick up at the top and on the back, right around where the staple is. There's another one, and another one, another one. Yeah, definitely have several spine ticks on this one. I don't know if any of these will show up on here, but there's one right in here. Definitely another one right here. And there's one there. And there's one up here too. So very disappointing that Marvel let these things. I mean, you can even see the crease on the right in here. It's a shame that Marvel let these things go out. Still, very cool cover. It'll be a nice addition to my collection. With that many spine ticks on it, I wouldn't even bother trying to resell it. Like now I might actually read it. We'll see. All right, I got two more. We're going to see how these come out. That new comic book smell. It beats new car smell any day. Alrighty. Go and see. Let's see which one we got next. So it looks like it's another one of the Panacean. Got another one. Same thing. Same thing. Almost in the exact same spots too. This one pretty much has the same spine ticks. I got a bad crease in Yeah, just horrendous spine ticks. Like, you see that one right there? Just horrendous spine ticks. Great cover. Great cover. Don't get me wrong. I love this cover. Very cool. But just damn, Marvel. Why couldn't so annoying. Like, I'm wondering if somebody decided to sabotage this because they hate blind bags. So when I was originally doing when I did my original cut for this video, I completely screwed up and gave the wrong artist's cover for the comics that I got. I did not get 2 of the Dan Panacea and open order variants. What I got was 2 of the Ryan Stegman 1 in 25 variant covers. Unfortunately, they both have the same issues in the same spots. All down the spine. All down the spine, there are ticks. 3 to 5 on each book. So it sucks, but it's a great looking cover. I mean, that's just cool. I love Ryan Stegman, one of my favorite artists right now. And I kick myself because I think he's been doing some of the X-Men books, and I just haven't been on top of it, and I've missed out a lot. Same thing with Tony Daniel doing some of the X-Men. I just missed out. But these Ryan Stegman variants look really good. I totally botched when I was opening it. That's why I'm adding in this little cut here so that I can give you the correct information. These are the Ryan Stegman 1 in 25 variant covers. They look really good. So just it's a shame. It's a shame that they this whole run pretty much had damage on it. So, but still, this will stay in my collection. I love these books. These covers are good looking. I like them. But I wanted to do this little bit here, throwing in there, correcting myself because I was a ding dong and totally gave you the wrong name for the cover. So, and now back to your regularly scheduled programming with the rest of the video. All right, we're going to open up this other bag, last one. All right, the last blind bag. Let's see what we get here. Ha! The question is what the heck did I get? So it is, okay, so unfortunately, it is not one of the ones I was thinking. Pretty cool if I take this to a show maybe, but I did get the blank sketch cover. One spine tick up at the top. Another one in the, oof, that's a bad one too, down here in the bottom. Just so many spine ticks. I mean, every single book spine ticks all down the side of it. But hey, very cool. If I ended up taking it to the Charlotte show, maybe. I know there's going to be some artists there in June. Maybe I can look to get a sketch cover done. So that's my 4 bags. No ratio variants. Didn't get lucky enough for that. If I see some more, I may pick them up. Just depends. I like the regular open order covers. It would have been nice to get one of the ratio variants, but I'm not that lucky. When it comes to stuff like this type of thing, I'm not that lucky. Still, it was fun to open. Got to sniff that new comic book smell, which it's if you've smelled it, you know what I'm talking about. Marvel, What the hell, man? Marvel, what the hell? I mean, really, how did you let this happen? I don't understand it. A lot of us don't understand it. It's like, how did this happen? It would be nice to get some kind of, something from them to let us know, so that it doesn't happen again. That's the next thing. Is like, will this happen again on another, print run of something? Will print run number 2 be even worse? I mean, I don't know, but who knows? Who knows what will happen? We're still waiting on official word from them. We'll see. But yeah, every single bag that I opened, every single book had an issue. Spine ticks all over it. At least 3 to 5 on each book. At least I did not get the rips that some people have been getting, which is ridiculous. So, if you want to take the chance, take the chance. Like I said, supposedly 98% of the print run was damaged. So that means there's only 2% of books out there that have clean, nice books. That's very, very slim odds that you're going to get one of those books. But hey, so there you go. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, share out, hit that notification bell. I've got more stuff I'm working on. Still working on getting that dang video for the giveaway done. I hate like rules, but I got to make sure I follow them and do everything the right way. Thank you everybody again. Please continue to check my channel. I got new stuff coming, and I will talk to you all again later. Have a good morning, noon, night, evening, afternoon, whatever time it is that you're watching this. Thank you, and I will talk to you later. Bye.